So, do we have everyone back? I guess not. Well, that was a quick session.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it. Camaro.
Yeah, that's a little odd that he's idle right now, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna connect my headphones. Okay, um, so yeah, Spencer is, I guess, I don't know. He hasn't responded to anything I've texted him, but hopefully he joins at some point. All right, so welcome everybody to session 17 of Group 4. How is everyone doing tonight? Fair, fair.
I don't know, I woke up like 40 minutes ago. Just finished breakfast. I'm doing fine.
That would be relatable, but but unfortunately, what are we like, fucking 7 hours? Unfortunately, I'm not. It's not like 7 in the morning, almost 8 in the morning for me. So,
Yeah. Quite unfortunate.
all right. So, yeah, we'll just wait and see uh if Spencer joins. But while we wait, where did we leave off last session?
Pluto's dead.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. There goes Anthony.
Oh,
Morgan
dropping
had
that
some.
There we
flag.
go. Anthony, you good? You are muted. There we go.
I am good, yes.
There we go. Okay. And then you having mic troubles?
I would hope not, no.
All right. So,
Does it sound like I
yeah.
got mic troubles? I don't think so.
Did anyone else recall anything that happened last session other than Pluto is dead?
That was a major point of it.
Yeah.
You gotta go to a demon continent too, so that's not fun.
We were devising plan and route steps in the our tour de Cerdonia.
I mean, the plan seemed to have been going to see the demons of Abyssalus, but now with a certain revelation that Spencer's had, there might be a change in that plan. Speaking of, hi Spencer.
Oh, sorry, I fell asleep.
That's
Killed the devil and you
relatable.
summoned them.
There have been too many sessions I've fallen asleep last second. All right. Welcome. We actually got the stream up and running right now, so we're gonna get straight into it. So yeah, the last time we left off, you all had discussed your many different plans, many different routes that you can take your adventure on, with different pros and cons, different enemies to see, and to top off the last session, I just added one more to that list, in the form of Makari, who, after Morgan's failed contacts of Pluto and Charon, the Makari finally responds quite personally as they arrive within Domus, and very flustered, very upset, and seeming scared as they drop the ball that Pluto is dead. With that, we're gonna pick up right where we left off, as Makaria seems to be like almost hyperventilating, just breathing in heavily as they unveil Pluto's dead. Pluto, I don't know what happened. As Morgan, what is your response?
Oh, is that even possible?
If he went to help Uruk and fight Zeus, and he fought Zeus, which was very stupid, but oh god, Pluto's dead. Charon and Styx, they're dead. They're just fucking dead.
Aww.
I don't even know who's left. There are people still scattered out. I know the Alaphus twins are still alive. I don't know what's happening. I don't know, because that happened literally 2 days ago, and I haven't heard from other people.
We need to warn everyone.
Yeah. I've been trying to do that. I've been trying to find everybody, but I can't teleport to places that I haven't been or haven't seen. So I can't help him. I can teleport.
Oh my
I'm
god.
doing what I can. But, how is this going on? Are you able to find the vestiges?
Found all but a couple. But
Okay.
we know that at least one is in Titanomachy. Or is it Gigantomachy now?
What? Wait, one of them is in Gigantomachy? What? Wait, what? Why? Wait. How? Okay.
It was in the possession of a woman named Sutton, and she was abducted.
Was it? She was abducted? Oh god, okay. Awesome, great. So... Okay, so that's one of the vestiges we already had, which is great. But all the others are here. All the others, or is there still a couple missing?
The rest are in the possession of the Council of Ampharina, so
Okay.
they're safe.
Okay. Have you been able to talk to them? Are you able to get those?
We're working on that. They won't give us their vestiges unless we gather the rest.
Okay. So, Shit, I can probably get someone to go to Giantamaki, but I don't know. I'm looking for someone, the person that was here. I could probably fucking go to Giantamaki. Maybe, I don't know. That place is huge though. That was like the city of giants. That's a fucking big ass place.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, we should probably go together, not
okay. I
like
mean, yeah, fine. Are you guys making your way
we,
over
we
now
we've
or
already lost so many people.
Yeah, we've lost a lot of people. I haven't I don't know how many people are still around, but okay. Everybody who like wasn't outstretched, who didn't go out to find the vestiges, they're still fine. They're still fine. I just don't know about the people who actually went and did shit. But fuck. Um. God damn it. I. Okay. I can. Are you guys coming over to Giantamaki?
Not straight away. We have one side stop, and then we're going there
Okay.
after that.
Okay. I can really I can really try to find it in Giantamaki if you need to. But I mean, like, where's the pit stop? What's the pit stop?
You're not gonna like this.
There's a lot of
Um,
stuff I haven't liked. Zeus is in control of a fucking Hydra for some reason. I don't know. So really, anything like is less worse than that.
We have to go to the Forbidden East
What?
on a rescue mission.
Why? What does that have anything to do with what
No.
we're doing right now?
A member of the group accepted the quest on behalf of a council member of
Oh,
Emperonia.
fuck me. Okay. Okay. How long is that gonna take? Is it just like a pickup? Like, are they like right on the shore?
No,
God damn it. Okay.
I'm kind of at my wit's end right now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Well, less
Yeah,
than you.
I will. Okay. So you got that errand you got to do. Don't know how long that's gonna take. So I'm going to just try to find that vestige myself, and that will settle it, because we don't have time for this. We need that vestige.
Just promise me if things get bad, come back.
Things are already
Don't-
terrible.
don't-
but
don't
I
die
will-
for this.
I understand what you mean. I'm probably not gonna go myself because now we need. I'm probably gonna go. I don't know. Maybe we don't have anyone in charge right now because the person who is in charge is dead. But we are going to try to find. We're gonna discuss who is in charge of the syndicate, and then we're going to decide where we go from there. I'll try to keep you updated.
Please do, and please be careful, Macaria. Please.
I will try my hardest. I mean, I was there in that conflict, so I should be fine. It should be fine. Who knows? I might not even be the one going to Giantamaki, but you're sure it's in Giantamaki.
Yeah, we've triangulated the direction
Okay.
that Loki is. He has a sort of communion with the Raven Queen, and he managed to it points directly towards like the line. It lines up
Okay,
directly
okay.
with Giantamaki.
I wish I know who that person was, but like Pluto seemed to be the only person who actually knew about that person, and they are not, and they're dead. So shit. Okay. Great. Raven Queen showed you compass? What?
Logan's just gonna look out and see if Loki is distracted or available.
What was Lokir doing, by the way? I completely forgot. I apologize.
I think me and Nakamura were talking about something, maybe?
I think
I-
Akamero and Arya
Or
were
no. I
bickering
was
about their vampirism.
spectating.
But
I was spectating the duel, I think.
okay. So yeah, Morgan, you like look outside. You look outside, and there's like a window nearby, so you're able to see the on the ongoing sparring between Arya and Viserys, and also that I think actually ended because there was new bickering about Akamero and their new vampirism. So they're currently in the middle of that debate.
I think I'm just like acting like using my spell book like a textbook, just like smack Arya on the arm.
Yeah.
Not another one of
So
your games.
Okay, so yeah, you see Lokir is kind of just sitting there watching
Very one to two.
as Akamero beats the shit out of Arya
Not
with a book.
me.
So
I'm
I'm
still
just gonna
winning.
kind of. I'm just gonna stick my head out of the door and try and call Lokir over.
Okay, I'll go inside.
Okay.
Lokir,
You
this
walk
is-
inside, walk up to the second floor where Morgan is now seeing Makaria, who you kind of remember, but kind of just always being at the side of being at Pluto's side whenever you saw them, but they are now very in much distress.
Lokir, this is Makaria. I don't know if you've met before. Makaria, this is Lokir. He's a follower of the Raven Queen.
Yeah, we met.
You met.
Hi.
Yeah, how may I help while you're in my house?
Morgan
Where did
said
you
that
even come
had a-
from?
I teleported. I do that.
Into my house.
Yes,
It's
Uh-huh.
colder
I've
here.
done
I'm
that very
sorry.
I've done that numerous times. But do you? So Morgan says you communed with the Raven Queen and you are now tracking the vestige.
Not exactly. I don't know how it works. The only thing I know is that I don't have eyes. He gave me a raven that I can see through. So I kind of,
Okay.
try to assist where I can. And she gave me a book
Hmm.
that assists me in casting spells.
Okay.
And I can ask it things, and sometimes it answers. Sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. And this book gave you what?
Well, I asked where Patton was because she was
Uh-huh.
abducted,
Uh-huh.
and it showed me a compass pointing north.
Okay. So okay. And she looks to Morgan just being like, and you're sure it's Giantomachy? Because that's a big fucking continent.
I mean, it was the only landmark it passed through when we lined
Okay.
it in a map.
But also like Zov is like the whole shebang about Zov is that it's full of like very powerful nations and also unknown landmarks of like civilizations just put to ruin. Like shit like Giantomachy. Giantomachy still is labeled because it's a very big it's a memorial monument, and it's also big as fuck. There could be anything in that on Zov that we just don't know because it got destroyed or put to ruin.
Yeah, fair enough. Problem is, that's the best we got now. So
Okay.
unless you have enough people to spare to search the entire fucking line and passing
No.
through, I'm a bit preoccupied.
Like half the
So-
fucking people I haven't been able to like talk to because I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're alive.
Well, we're kind of in deep shit right now, Loki.
Well, I would care about the Syndicate, but I don't really, unfortunate.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
I-
you for your sympathy.
Yeah, very appreciate it.
Have a mental
I did
breakdown.
kind of get my friend's kill, so you know.
What?
Shut up.
Fuck. I don't. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you did say that it was bad timing and the wrong place and all that, but you know, I can say the exact same
I
thing to
didn't
you.
say
No?
shit. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know who. I don't even know who the hell you are. I know you have some beef with Alephis, but like that's about it. Like I don't know anything that goes on with
I
Alephis.
don't-
Doesn't
I-
tell
I-
me anything.
I don't think Pluto was exactly innocent, you know.
I don't know.
I hear the commotion, and Viserys walks up the gangplank, knocks on the door. Hello.
They're on like the second floor, so you probably are able to walk in and like come up the stairs.
Oh. There you go.
Where are you?
Yeah. Walk into the room.
I guess I did win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logan's just got a very
left there, like,
strained.
oh, well, fuck.
Morgan's just got like a very strained smile on her face, and she just turns and says, "Hi, Viserys."
Hi. You.
What is the secret
Hello,
meeting
man.
now? Ridiculous.
There is nothing secret about this meeting. I don't know where I am.
No.
You're on a giant tortoise.
Well, I knew that, but I
His
don't know
name's
where
Domus.
I am. Like, as it, like I teleported to Morgan, but I don't know where.
Oh,
Where is Domus?
I forgot.
Oh, this is Ithaca.
No. We're
You
in
guys are in
Ampharania.
Brother, landmarks.
Really? You can't.
She fully
can't
just
tell me
does
to
not
vampire.
know because she hasn't seen the outside, so she's just like, "You guys are in Ithaca? What the fuck are you doing in Ithaca?"
No,
a small detour.
Anfarina.
Can you guys? Do you,
No,
Yeah,
not,
okay.
Anfarina.
do you not help me out once today?
She just like curls up into a ball and just like buries her face in her hands. She's just like
You look like you've seen hell. What happened to you?
she-
What is wrong with her? Has she seen like a ghoul? Why does she look like that? It's quite
Shit has hit the fan.
pitiful. Oh,
Yeah.
what happened?
Who died?
Pluto's
died?
dead.
Who died?
Yeah, I'm doing
Wait.
a head count. It looks like we're all alive.
Hades is dead.
Yeah. And Karan.
Sweet.
Possible. Did he die? I
Well,
did not hear that.
yeah, it just happened like 2 days ago. And,
Of
yeah,
course, it was 2 days
Two.
ago.
we're kind of in deep shit.
How did he die? How did he die?
He died because
happened?
oh my god, I don't know. It was the stupidest shit ever. There was the Acadia were preparing for Zeus in Uruk, and they had this like very like ceremonial like party kind of thing, kind of just to put the middle finger to Zeus, and Zeus attended in the form of Jupiter. So nobody knew it was fucking Zeus. They thought it was just their like Zeus's mortal enemy. And then he just Pluto pulled them aside and was like, "Hey, I know who the fuck you are. Get the hell out of here." And fucking who, I don't know what happened, but Zeus had like somebody showed up and just fucking assassinate. Like it was just a straight up
Who?
assassination. I don't know. Pluto referred to them as Zagreus. I don't fucking know.
You know Zach.
I don't know who Zagreus is. I don't know who he is. You cut out like a lot, Anthony.
That's an out of character question.
Oh, you don't know who Zagreus is. None of you know who Zagreus is. Wink.
Yeah.
Hey, don't look that shit up, Zen. I
I'm-
can hear
I'm
someone
not.
typing.
You can hear, yeah, you
This
can
is
hear the
unrelated.
keyboard.
I mean, who doesn't know who Zagreus is anyway?
I didn't know who Zagreus was because I didn't know his name until like 2 weeks ago when I actually like watched someone play Hades.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, Logan's just gonna be like,
But yeah, like
okay,
fucking-
okay.
this guy like he was like a
He got
full-on
assassinated.
demon of Abyssalisk, but like he fucking assassinated Pluto, and then like shit hit the fan at like that party, and then the next day Zeus came back, and he had like a fucking like he had this. There was this creature that there was this like Draco Hydra, right? Named Scylla, right? The Acadia had tried to recruit him, but Zeus had just fucking killed him and then brought him back as a demon of Abyssalisk and fucking used him to murk Salos. And that thing just killed Charon, it killed Styx.
Oh, not Karen.
Yeah, fucking
No,
Charon.
What's Karen?
Any Hydras
Fucking
in Zeus's
Nahuatl
possession?
construct that was supposed to destroy these things, it just fucking annihilated him. He had a whole,
No.
and he had sticks and everything. It was magnificent. It looked like a giant fucking skeletal snake thing. It looked like another Nahuatl construct, but it was like these, but like Styx was like an actual thing, like a fucking flying snake. It was.
That is weird.
So let's get
Yeah,
back to this
sure.
whole Pluto
Sounds
dying
really
thing.
What did you
How
say,
did they
Viserys?
assassinate Pluto?
The collective.
He just managed. I don't know. He just fucking stabbed him and he died.
Was it a special
It's pretty
blade?
weak.
I don't know. I don't know who he is.
I never heard of
It
him.
could have been that
Could be a
vestige.
new hire
Who
on.
knows? I don't know. It was just. He just fucking killed him. I don't see how it would have been a vestige
Yeah.
because Pluto is not like Pluto. He's dead. It doesn't really care. Pluto was one of the older fucking members of the civilization that was supposed to kill these demons of Abyssalisk. So that vestige was supposed to be one of his primary weapons. He fucking had it in the butt with like his bident was a vestige, but like he didn't. That vestige shouldn't have
I
done
assume that's
anything
in their
to him.
possession.
He had a vestige in his. He had a vestige in his possession. Pluto. Zeus. Oh fuck that vestige. Zeus took the bident. Fuck.
He did? Well, that's one less message we can give to the council here.
That's bad.
Quite picky.
Shit
they have a
really hit
lot
the
of-
fucking fan. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
no
know.
kidding. Good news. Finish
You're cutting out a lot. I just heard good news.
Brandon not
Anthony, you're like, I don't know if you have like, if you're not having the best internet right now, but like, you're cutting. Oh,
And he's gone.
Dear.
And he's back.
Jason, you warned us about your internet. Everything good?
Technical difficulties.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now he's deafened. Viserys, what did? Oh wait, you already said your thing. Anyways,
Yeah.
he said he's like, she's just. So yeah. Pluto's dead. Charon's dead. Styx is dead. Zeus has has the vestige, another vestige, probably both vestiges that you're looking for and Pluto had.
That's not good.
It didn't look like a vestige. It definitely didn't look like a vestige. It just looked like a very scary looking like sword. I don't know.
I see.
But the dude was freaky. He was like a full. He was like shorter than Pluto, but like he was still fucking terrified. Like he had like half of his face was like he looked like he was undead. He had like this. His lower half was just a giant skeletal skull, like jaw, and he had these like big green like flaming eyes. This like spiky black hair. His clothes were like tattered like all the fucking demons of Abyssalus are. He looked like a demon of Abyssalus, but like he did.
So based on the description, we're assuming like these features that Makari is describing is something from Abyssalus, the Forbidden East, right?
Yeah, which like really Zeus having anything. Well, was that in character or out of character?
That's out of character.
Okay.
I'm using my American voice.
Yeah. I'm gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I can't tell the difference between your two voices.
Really? Oh,
No.
dang. Okay.
Wait. What accent do you use? What voice do you use for Viserys that isn't American?
Well, I thought that it was more Australian.
Okay.
It doesn't sound. Did it not sound like it?
Australian to me.
You don't
Hey!
definitely on the thicker parts. It's for sure Australian.
I wouldn't know.
I just must have not been paying attention as much.
It's
There
the
we go,
same
Anthony.
tone,
Welcome back.
really.
What were you saying to Makaria?
Audio. Just that this place is full of rebranded, re-upgraded Nahuatl. They're
Okay.
using constructs here.
Wait, what?
And
Okay.
they don't have control of the vestige. They don't use vestiges to control them.
Okay. I mean, that's okay. That's great. I mean, okay. But
Problem is they're xenophobic to a degree. Not willing to help
Yeah, we
unless,
kind of-
of
we
course,
knew
we
that.
bring vestiges. Yeah, not very fun. They have these cool tablets though too.
okay. Great. I love that you're having such a good time in Amparina, but like
Yeah, just
Also,
while the
demons
world's
can
falling
possess them.
apart.
So,
what?
well, the world is falling apart. We did kill a
What do you
demon.
mean?
The
Wait,
Seraphs
hold
did.
on.
It actually was
What do you
quite
mean
beautiful.
the fucking demons can possess Nahuatl?
Oh yeah, it's,
Yeah,
And I seen a Nabasu to a bigger one, older,
Okay.
but a lesser demon, one that was super weak. Control of this T-Rex looking thing
What?
was
Okay.
it was very terrible.
So a demon took
But-
took control. Okay.
Pretty sure we also have to rescue this.
This is too much for me.
baby,
I'm gonna.
But to be
So okay, Morgan told me you guys gotta go. You guys gotta go to the Forbidden East, right?
yes, to rescue this archivist or something.
Do
Except
any of you
she
know
has
how
to be
long that's
willing
gonna
to return.
take?
A while is what I've heard.
m-
We're
minimum
gonna set out.
minimum a day on land.
A day? Okay. What is max? Like, what is? That's minimum. But is that something that's gonna be so easily malleable? Like,
It's
Are you-
entirely on the whims of the archivist we intend to pick up. If she decides she wants to remain, we have to take whatever non-violent methods to change her mind.
okay, so you're looking for you're
Technically-
looking for someone, and you're either meant to bring her home or defend her until she wants to come home. Great.
Yes.
Essentially,
Awesome.
which is
So what
favorable,
I'm
but
hearing is
the
you don't
reward-
know how. For what I'm hearing is this could be a month-long endeavor.
Potentially.
longer, worst case scenario.
I mean, I don't think it should take more than a week.
It depends
Okay,
on the
like,
person
so
we're
this-
rescuing.
Okay.
I mean, if it takes more than a week, we just fucking leave.
I mean, it's already like a 3
Access
days
to a
journey
library,
to
though.
Ampharina. I mean, it's already
Access
a
to the
3 days
world is
journey
ending.
from. It's already a 3 days journey from the east to from Ampharina to the Forbidden East, or at least those continents. So it's already going to be like at least a little less than a week already, just going back and forth.
Definitely.
Okay.
Reward is infinite knowledge in their library, though.
I mean, do we even care about
Oh,
the vessels
fun!
anymore?
That's really useful. That's
They could
great.
have locations.
I can
of
I
things
can
we don't
skin a
even
man
know
alive. I can skin a man alive with knowledge in that library. It is useful. I can boil people. I can boil the ocean.
What we skimmed from the library. The
Okay.
knowledge is way too vast.
Arya, we could boil
Okay.
the ocean with the knowledge in that library.
Okay.
I would hope so.
So what I'm
It would
hearing
only be a
is
one.
so what I'm hearing is that this hiatus is going to have to like fine. I'm going to go back to the Syndicate. We're gonna find a new helm of leadership, and then we're going to figure out what we gotta do. I'm going to just tell the Syndicate that you're just on a hiatus and are out of commission for now. Fine?
Yeah.
I mean, you make it sound like we're sure.
You're what?
You make it kind of sound like we're not doing our parts. But sure, tell me as you
No!
wish.
You are
It's not exactly
You guys are
like we're ready to
completely
take on.
derailing from your original task. They gave
I mean,
you a
This is
Morgan fucking said you guys got a fucking ultimatum to get all the vestiges to get the 2 remaining vestiges that were left and bring them to the court in order to get the rest of the vestiges. But you're not doing that. You're going after an
But-
archivist for a library.
But that's impossible now, isn't it? I mean,
No,
if Zeus has one
it's
of
not
them,
entirely impossible, but I mean, like, we can.
look.
we
I think
even
our
need
odds
those
of
2 vessels
recovering
anyway.
a vestige from Zeus himself goes up substantially if we
practically
have
zero.
access to every spell in that library. I doubt there's a cloaking
Awesome.
spell that would hide our presence from him and his extended resources. But one that would make it just a bit harder for him to sniff us out, we'll take it.
But I don't understand why we even need the vestiges though. If we can convince the council to lend us the Nahuatl that they have made, why would we need the vestiges for the original one?
Because the vestiges still
They
control
can't have them.
thousands of Inheriar. Thousands. There's
The older one.
fucking Inheriar everywhere. We have the map. We've seen all of the locations, and each one of them had like 100.
We need every
Yes.
soldier we can
need
get at this
everything.
point.
I mean, fuck,
Yeah, but-
the Acadia was one of the most prominent defenses against Eris, and now it's fucking in shambles.
In pieces, so we've
Like
heard.
half the fucking Acadian court just got incinerated by one foot soldier.
Okay, wouldn't it be better for us to switch our plan to convincing the Ampharinian Council to side with us and, join
up
the
to
war?
you. I will leave that up to you because that wasn't even a part of our original plan because we didn't know they had their own Nahuatl. But if we can get those, great, awesome. Like, but
Yeah.
I'm just going to go and try to figure out what we want to do at all because right now we are fucked.
So it seems.
Yeah. On the plus side, that's all the revelations we have to drop.
For now, I don't know how many people are still alive. That's the problem. I could come back the next day and tell you the entire syndicate blew up. That's how close it is to fucking shit. That's how close we are to fucking breaking apart.
Yeah.
Pluto
On personal
wrapped
news,
all of us.
I'm dead now. I think.
Pluto wrapped all of us in into this syndicate, and he's dead. He was our most powerful person there. Maybe even Styx was not as. He wasn't even as powerful as Styx or something. He was our closest thing. He was He was one of our last surviving members of our Vandor, and he's fucking dead.
A way to bring him back, I suppose.
I don't know. I can see. I don't know.
There's a way to bring him back. There's a way to bring Zeus and Hera and all the rest back.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised he didn't take Pluto with him. But Zeus had.
He didn't
Zeus
take the body?
Pluto. He didn't take the body. No, it was confiscated by. It was confiscated by the Empire, and I don't know what happened to what's happened with him.
Oh
Well,
no.
if it's confiscated by the Empire, assume
The Akkadian
the
Empire.
worst.
The Akkadian Empire.
they
Not
that's who. Okay. Oh.
like
Empire.
the Dragon Council that got fucked by Zeus. Yeah, that Empire's the one that took it.
I'll see what you can do with the body. If
I'm
it's...
gonna try. On top of finding
manageable,
the vestige
great.
in Gigantomachy, because apparently that's where it is. Unless any other objections to that?
I mean, look, I'd love
Well,
to
we can
bring
meet
you
you
the
there.
compass,
Priority.
but unfortunately only I can see the compass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can bring back Pluto would be easier, but if not, Gigantomachy it is.
Okay. Okay.
Why don't we alter the schedule for our tour and go to Gigantomachy first, and then to Abyssalus, and then back.
I don't know, these
I don't know.
these court members seem very stingy to say the least, and they definitely like their schedules.
You also are
Look,
trying
I've
to
been
keep somebody
told-
alive in the Forbidden East now, and that might
Yeah.
not go well.
Yeah. They're in the Forbidden East. They shouldn't even be there. The fact that they've been
Yeah,
alive
the
for
fact
that
that
long
they are
is
there
surprising.
is a glaring like there's shit going on in the Forbidden East, and that's probably what they're wrapped up in now. So if you go there and they want to stay wrapped up in that shit, you could be going into a the fucking Forbidden East is having their whole fucking shit, and if they're wrapped up, and if this archivist has gotten themselves wrapped up in fighting with Niflheim, then you guys are gonna be there a while.
Well,
It's worth noting. Supposedly, this is a standing rebellion in the south
Yeah,
of
But
the
they haven't
East.
been able to do anything in 300 years of war.
They've lasted 300 years without falling under direct tide of demon.
But
If
but
they've
that's not
lasted
the-
this long,
that's not
perhaps
the
they have tools we don't know of.
But that's not the problem. If you have to go there and and protect this one person, and they wrap themselves up in a war that has been stagnant for 300 years, who knows how long that's gonna take?
a lot longer, unfortunately. I mean, I've considered just killing that person just to get it over with. They're already in a suicide run.
What?
Why? We could just not go there. Why would we go there just to kill her? That's
If she refuses to
So-
leave, then we might as
We
well
don't get a
dead
reward.
anyways.
we don't
If you
we don't get a reward for killing her, so we'd just be
What do we tell?
unnecessarily.
Why would we
Honestly,
tell?
nothing if we fail.
nothing.
What's the point
fail?
in having that?
So
Don't go there, they're gonna be
If
dead.
she dies,
If
you
we go
get
there and
nothing.
they refuse to come with us, they'll be dead.
Fuck. All right. Okay. So you're okay. Great. So, the library is not guaranteed either.
Unless we bring her back alive.
Yeah. Which means it's not
Otherwise
guaranteed
it's-
because she has a very high... There's a very high chance of her dying. She might already be dead.
Yep.
Do you know?
Yes.
Do you?
Of course we
Uh,
don't know.
We've been informed as of last night that she was still alive. I believe we'd had some contact. I'm now out of character. What was the last confirmed contact?
The last confirmed contact with this person.
Yeah.
As
I don't think I've ever spoken to them directly, but whatever.
Yeah, no.
Libellus said.
Libellus could have. Yeah, Libellus would have told you the last confirmed contact was 2 days ago.
We're only 2 days out from the
Probably
last
convenient.
contact.
Okay, but like, it's the Forbidden East. It's got like, I don't know. Okay, I'm not putting my faith in
heritage
how
runs through there.
well they can survive if this, but so if that's something you think you have to do, then do that. I'm just gonna tell them that you are out of commission from the main, like, from what our goals were for the time being. But once you guys come back, then you're back in action. Perfectly fine. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Great. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'll try to keep Morgan informed about everything going on. And you'll have to sending me because I don't have that spell. But or
If all goes
you'll have to
well, I
contact
will.
me. Sure. I'm gonna go now. And she turns around and starts like drawing in the floor a spell circle.
Luck,
Wouldn't
don't
you
die.
do that outside?
Sorry? What did you say, John?
Circle. Couldn't you do that outside? Does it have to?
It's not a
inside.
permanent circle. It's gonna go away.
Okay.
So I can't
That's
really
Care that
draw
much
in,
about
like,
interior
I
design.
can't draw in dirt.
It's not about interior design. It's about keeping the house clean. You know.
That's reasonable. We're a guest here. We can respect this place.
I haven't even left a
It's
single
literally
crumb
not
here.
going. It's not gonna leave anything. I promise you.
It burns up with the spell.
Does it leave like a residue in the air?
Does it what?
Some spells leave residues, you know?
No,
No? Okay.
it's magic. It's like
Morgan's just
Fireball.
sort of giving everyone
get-
the
you don't-
shut up now
Fireball
look.
doesn't burn or like
Doesn't matter,
explode
brother.
anything. Doesn't explode anything. It just like kind of does its fire thing and then dissipates, and you don't even realize it's there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright
And she
then.
stands up and she says, "All right. Well, good luck with that. I'll keep in contact." And she, and the circle, erupts with necrotic flames and dissipates, and does in fact leave no trace.
Magnifying glass. Sure, there's something here.
There's the tiniest little microscopic residue of burn scars. No, I'm kidding.
Just. Do I have prestidigitation? Actually, I don't remember. Yeah, I just throw 100 prestidigitations at it.
All right. So.
It's important to be a good guest.
At least someone understands.
Okay, so you guys are left alone in the second floor.
Nice.
Well, the good news is
Brother, we're focused on the wrong
Oh, yeah?
What are we actually gonna do?
I think we are going to sail into the Forbidden East
Are we
and
still
come back alive.
considering infinite library?
You're cutting out.
All of that. Okay.
Oh dear.
There's a squirrel eating his connection.
Internet gods are having none of it.
The damn squirrels.
Eastern, you're muted.
Okay, let's see if that's any better.
It's probably
Good so
gonna be
far.
better for like maybe 2 seconds, given the track run, but
Yeah. Hopefully it's better. Computer's being crummy.
All right. Do we have any more stops here before we set sail?
The Far East.
Cirrus, would you like help telling your crew what's about to happen?
Yeah. Yeah. So, we gotta let them know. So, are we? We're not dockside. We're still in the middle of Amphirinia, right?
you like right now Domus is in this like grass plain that seems to be like a grazing field for Triceratopses, but your crew is still docked in Nautilus, which is the city you're right outside of.
Okay, so we're close by. Okay. All right. So we go to the Forbidden East, and then we go to the Forbidden East, get the Archivist, bring her back here, and then go from here to Gigantum, right?
Um,
So it would seem.
if I can make a suggestion, the king of Ampharina seemed quite willing to help, unlike the rest of them. I think that getting the message from Zeus is impossible personally. So what if instead we just won over the council and get their help that way? It's going to take longer, but it
Win over the council. With what
We need the whole
charm?
set.
by
We need the
helping
whole
them
set.
with things. We just need the majority. We don't need all of them.
I think we
So this is a service.
Wow.
We're doing the service now. Getting the Archivist.
Yeah,
I
to
mean,
get
Archivist
the
is
favor of
service.
one of them. The king is probably on our side. Some others were receptive, I think. So, you know,
Dracula would be in the same boat, but that would require a sacrificial lamb. I don't want to put myself on that silver pallet quite yet.
I do not trust that guy at all.
Yeah, but he's part of the council here. And if you want a majority, I'm afraid I'd have to play sacrificial lamb.
I mean, not necessarily.
Oh, that's
There,
absolutely.
there's like 5 others.
It doesn't work that way for long.
You know, I think no matter how much time we spend sitting here and planning what we do after we return to the Forbidden East, none of it affects our chances of surviving the Forbidden East.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, we can iron out the details on the way back.
So
Yeah.
maybe
Yep.
let's get through the worst stretch and then put some more thought into it.
Yeah, think on the trek, as they say.
Morgan's gonna consider writing a letter to the council and just update them on the situation. Just like communication is key and all that.
If they would
You
be
do know,
receptive.
like, there
to-
are people that are like, well, you've met that are able to are able to like communicate with the council, like Cirilla, who is like helming the quest basically. There's always Renfield, but which
I haven't contacted Renfield in such a long time. Every time I try, it's someone else.
I know it's been like 2 days, a whole 2 days. Wow.
Even 2 days, he still
Yeah.
doesn't answer.
You tried one
Every time I've
You tried
tried.
one other
Yeah,
time. You got
every one
Lucy,
time.
who can also contact Drek, who could also contact the council.
Yeah.
But yeah, when Cirilla comes back, Morgan's just gonna hand off like a letter and just say, would it be possible to get this to the council just so that they're kept up to date? Because I imagine they would want to know about Pluto's passing.
Okay.
Or at least Corellon might.
Do you mind texting me what you write in the note in a DM?
Sure thing.
All right. Okay, so
Can't believe our duel got interrupted for that.
yeah, because that was so important.
Why did
It was
nobody?
important.
Why did nobody dogpile my Ithaca thing? No one helped me out. What the hell?
Oh, you
I'm
wanted
not
to
further
lie on her.
traumatizing my friend.
No offense, she was already kind of pitiful. You weren't even
That's
sure
fair.
of her misery. You just make her suffer more.
I mean, it was not the best time, you know?
No kidding.
You should have seen my first draft. My opener, the one I was going to go for, was double Hydra. It seemed out of touch in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, Morgan,
Yeah.
you wouldn't happen to know any way to remove curses or good restoration spells, would you?
I'm afraid not. Magic isn't really my thing.
Oh, good. Well, my brother is more of my blood than I thought now. He's gonna be like me. Eventually.
Just 1,000-yard stare from Akamara.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say that silence speaks so volumes.
Yeah,
I
Morgan
hope
just kind of
you are-
chuckles for a moment and goes, this day just keeps getting better and better.
I didn't do it on purpose. I told him like 1,000 times, just about. Like, how many more times do I have to tell you? I didn't realize it was contagious.
We can't keep having this conversation. I'm going to hit you with my book again.
You slapped like a girl, and a very weak one.
Can I go ahead and make an attack roll?
Sure.
Right. Do I have? All right. I'm going to use my dagger attack because that's rollable instead of my book. But intended as dagger.
You're like book as
It's
like your
supposed-
dagger in like your dagger inside, so it just like 22.
Nah. I choose my
Counterspell.
You had-
Counterspell.
you extended the
Counterspell.
Spell slot. My God.
I'm running a higher level spell slot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Counter-
Oh, yes, that's fair.
you no
just to
guys.
hit you with my book, you throw it up. I think I have like a ward on my book that just like slams through the shield, just like
Oh,
The urge to start a
That wasn't
combat
the
session
book.
now.
that was not your book. I'm highly offended, Brett.
You want to use magic? Let's use magic.
I don't want to fight you. I'd win.
You
You're so sure of that fact.
Because I know I am.
Oh, good lord.
That's why I don't want to fight you. We all know mages don't do well in close quarters. That was just a lucky shot. Also, can you take this dagger out of my shoulder, please? I'm
Yeah.
it probably won't come out the next morning, though. I'd rather not have this fused to my being.
It's literally just like 3 HP.
Oh, I go to take the dagger out, but I twist it real hard as I take it out. I paid you in so much blood, and you asked for more.
You did give me so much blood. I am so grateful for that. Don't make yourself feel lesser than you are, because you're not. You served an important role, and you still do.
I know a guy who sounds like this in real life.
Alright, so.
Well, maybe the
Where
Demons
to?
of Abyssus will have good food.
Alright, so. Where is everyone going with this new information? Or now that this has passed?
I mean, both are on a timer, so. We're trying to get everyone on our side, or at least the majority. And I say we go to the Far East, but we want to try tackling Vestiges. That's going to require stealth, unless we're going to parade in. I think I'm more inclined to go into the Far East, honestly.
Okay. I don't know why is that okay. I meant more of like a in the moment, like where you all going off to now.
Oh, my headspace? I'm hurt. My brother stabbed me. Pluto is dead.
No, I mean like Viserys and Viserys was probably going to get his guys in Narlis, and Akamero was probably going with like that kind of where you guys are going.
We can go with Domus, right? Since we have to get to the sea anyway, right? So
You have to.
might as well just all take Domus to the sea. You know, instead of going by foot and then have Domus come along. You know. So we all go to the port, I guess, with Domus.
Yeah.
Works for me.
All right. So, Lokir, you guide Domus into Narlis through the city streets, and eventually to the docks where you where Domus kind of clambers in, kind of staggers a bit and clambers into one of like the little docking bays nearby the ships. Wow. Your soldiers all look on from their own ships.
Okay. All right. So, see the ships, and I go up onto, I guess. Can I get on like? I'm trying to think if it would be better to be on top deck of Domus or on top deck of the ship Alpha. As far as so Domus is facing the two ships, right?
Domus is like docked in one of the bays next to the actual like ships, but they're on like the far
Okay.
left side of the three.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. All right. Yeah. So I'll get off. Sarah's gonna go to the ship between Domus and the third vessel, and makes an announcement to the crew. All right, everyone, listen up. We have been tasked with retrieval of an archivist for the council here in Ampharina. I know that's not our original. It wasn't our original mission, but in order to push forward with our efforts, we need to have allies here and secure the messages through means of services. One of which being the retrieval of this archivist. Another one, another benefit of this current mission is to gain knowledge from their vast library. So, we're going to travel to the Forbidden East. Gonna let that sink in.
There's just an air of silence as everyone just googly eyes basically at the sound of the Forbidden East.
It will be dangerous, and I will remind you, this is a volunteer outfit. If any one of you want to part ways, you decide that this is not for you, you want to go back to your families, you want to go your own separate way, good luck. I promise you, no hard feelings. I understand this has become a much bigger endeavor than we originally thought. The apocalypse, whatever. But this is a necessary step to ensure victory in the end. We will get the final vestige. We will get the vestiges from the Ampharinian Council. But this is a mission to cultivate goodwill with the council. We do a little for them, they do some for us. So, to the Forbidden East, squad leaders, in my quarters. And, yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
How many of them will stay? I also want to gauge.
They seem so far a majority, like all of them seem to still be like, all right, let's do. They all seem like there seems to be an air of like concern for obvious reasons, but everybody still seems relatively on board.
Inspiring loyalty in the crew is quite powerful.
Yeah, they're an impressive bunch.
Yeah.
Good work, Viserys.
Thank you.
You're a better captain than I thought.
We need to give them some kind of compensation.
Oh yes, definitely.
because
definitely.
this air that we're feeling, for the most part, is fine, but there's a slight, and I mean slightest, lack of enthusiasm that I recognize can turn to a full-blown mutiny if it's not, if they feel that they're not being, again, compensated. So we need to come up with something, otherwise we may be worse for the wear.
I need to look through the wording of the deal I made, but perhaps we could pay them in magical scrolls.
What good would soldiers have if they're not even magically adept?
Some spells, some scrolls, you don't need potency to use. Like a scroll that lets you fly, you absolutely don't need any sort of ability to make happen.
Do you
That and
imagine
also
our
just
archers with?
that.
Yeah.
Ooh, flying archers. Interesting.
Sounds like Cupid or Icarus. But Icarus flew too close to the sun.
I love how you say
And
that like
almost-
you would know who any of those people are in this situation.
Yeah,
Famous Icarus, the sort we all know.
Yeah.
They talk about someone flying to the sun. Probably didn't end well.
Well, it depends if you worship a sun god or not.
Yeah. You might get a good tan or just burn to coal.
All right.
So, quick, like world building question.
Yeah.
The divine realms of the Aeneid and the Ilios are just fully not real, or whatever. Like they don't govern these forces in the world.
The Ilios
Like,
and
they're
the
good
Aeneas
at
are
it.
like Ilios and the Aeneas are like factions. They're not. They're not their own like plane of existence, basically. A lot of a lot of the realms you wouldn't even know that they were like previous realms, but a lot of the realms have merged with Cerdonia.
I meant like their divine area of expertise. They're good at the things that they do, but like, does Apollo literally control the sun?
No.
Okay. Do I know who does
really
control the sun?
They are just really powerful and magical beings.
Yeah. So as far as I know, the sun is governs itself. The sun's a libertarian.
Yeah. For all you know, there are no gods. Basically. Those that are like clerics and warlocks worship people like Apollo, but they don't worship, but nobody actually worships a higher deity because they don't know if any of them even, like, because for all they know, they don't exist.
And no one's bothered with Eris, so.
If I die, my backup character is a cleric of Eris.
Let's hope not.
You'd be joining you'd be joining the group you're about to join in just
Huh?
you
I don't like that.
An appropriate time.
because that would just not be involved in this group at all.
I hope it wouldn't be involved with any group.
Firing against the world.
Spencer,
Yeah,
I
think
told
we
you the
know
person
that.
you're looking for is a player character.
Yeah, but I didn't think they were like actively helping
They're
the
in the
DDG.
middle of this conflict.
I said I wanted to be a cleric of the main bad guy, and you said, "Oh, this group you fit in with."
Yeah, because they're literally fighting the demons of Abyssalus.
I want to serve them, is what I said. Kind of direct enemies.
Okay. All right, so you, sorry, I'm still working because there's something that might happen, but it's
I hope
completely
no
fine.
Leviathan.
It's fine.
No Leviathans during this sale.
There's not going to be any Leviathans. But so, Viserys, you go to meet with your commanding officers. One of them including Milan. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
You see, they all have like a. You see, like they all seemed like when you were able to see them, they all seemed pretty like, yeah, okay, we got this. When you walk into this room, there is an air of just daggers staring at you, of just like,
Oh.
Yeah.
of just being like, one of the commanders goes, "I'm sorry. What? What do you mean we're going to the?" You just see them all just like erupt and like, "I'm sorry. What are we doing? What is it happening? What are we getting paid?" As
Yeah.
like the only one that seems to be relatively like, "Oh fuck," is like the only one that seems like not in the middle of this is Milan. Milan is more of like a, "Oh, this is as expected," kind of just sitting and just like leaned up against the wall.
Yeah. I know. I'm not too keen on it either, but we need to do this because none of us are equipped to take on Zeus.
What do
Access
you
to
mean-
information
what do you
is
mean
access
this?
to power.
What is this? Because what you explained seemed to have nothing to do with Zeus.
So, we all understand that we need the vestiges from Ampharina. Yeah?
Yes.
Right. So, our initial mission was to find the final vestige so that we could get theirs, right? While en route, one of our members was tasked by a member of the council to bring back an archivist. That archivist is very important for their efforts, so it's very important for our efforts. We need to have more firepower, and I'm using that quite literally, to fight this war. One of the tools that we're going to be using is that library. It is unlike anything we have ever seen. It has given us access to information, and we will be more well equipped.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay, stand by. It might take me a second. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, I may have hit it twice.
That's fine. We'll keep the first roll with 13.
Okay.
13 to persuasion. They all kind of look as they're just like, as they seem rather not physically exhausted, but mentally exhausted. They seem like they've been thrown around like ping-ponging everywhere, and they don't really seem to fully grasp the importance of the library. But they seem to just give a huff as they go, as one of them goes, "If this library is so helpful, then fine. What do you want us to do about it? Do you just want us to come with, or was there a specific point to this meeting? Because you seemed like you just... Was there something else you wanted to add privately?"
It was that. I also wanted to check in. Your squads. How's morale?
Not great. I mean, we are an ocean away from Ithaca.
Mm.
The conflict is still going on, and we have no idea what's going on. and we haven't. Nobody seems to know exactly why we are here. I've tried to tell them that it's because of the Nahuatl. It's because of the vestiges, but they don't. But we haven't seen any of the vestiges. We don't know where we are. The people we've left, the people that have left the ships have been shunned by like almost because it like everybody feels like we're bringing a war to them. So Narlis hasn't been really the most welcoming of places.
Damn. Okay. That's rough.
So, all honesty, they're perfect. Everybody seems perfectly fine with getting the fuck out of here as fast as possible. But
Yeah.
but they still want to do something for Ithaca. But now we're doing something for these people that don't seem to like us very much, which is not great. I can already tell. I haven't even been able to talk to anyone.
All right. Well, we are getting the fuck out of here. And
Today or when?
now.
Now.
Yeah.
Right
now. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's set sail.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah, we can get started, right? I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, we need some time because like we've already like we need to like restock on a lot of our supplies.
Yeah. Oh, all right. All right. What do we need?
Well, we just need general stuff like food, like survival stuff like food and stuff. We've mostly just been eating what we need to eat, like paying for what we need to pay for and eating what we need to eat in Narlis, but we haven't actually loaded anything onto the ship, so we could probably get that done by the end of the day.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
By the end of the day, we'll set sail at first light.
We'll set sail at first light or at the end of the day.
So this is above table. In my experience, is it better to set at night, or in my just my imagination, it's better to set sail in the day, right?
That you're not sure of because you've never been in these waters before. You've never been around. You've never been in the waters around Ampharina. You've never been.
That's correct. Yeah.
You've never
Okay.
gone to the Forbidden East, so you have
Yeah.
no recollection as to whether or not, like, it's better.
Yeah.
When it was in Ithaca, it was better for stealth to go at night, but
Yeah.
but
It's,
here
but
you're
it's
not.
a 3-day journey, right? Yeah.
These are demons.
But it's a 3-day journey.
These are demons of darkness, so and you've seen them in broad daylight as well, so they don't seem affected by the sunlight. So for all you know, they could be just for all you know, no time of day is safe, basically.
Right. Okay. No, it sounds better to leave it first. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do it. All right. No, let's get our supplies together, and then we'll set sail at first light in the morning.
Okay, sounds good. Yes, sir.
Fantastic.
And
Anybody else have anything?
No, there was someone looking for you, Cirilla, this winged woman with like battle armor. She was looking for you, but that was like a few hours. That was like several hours ago.
She said her name's Cirilla?
Cirilla, I think so. Yeah, that was the name she gave us.
All right. And did she say where she was gonna be?
You can
Anything like
figure
that?
above table. You can figure that this was Cirilla first came to the fleet before she went to trying to find you. Before she went to Narlis and already found you all.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Dismissed.
All right. The three captains kind of leave, and Milan kind of just stays there, kind of just leaned up against the wall, just like, well, that was fun.
Yeah. I think they might be on to, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man.
Yeah, probably. That campaign thing kind of is going well. I mean, so far I don't really have the resources, so most of it has just been tavern stories, but it's going okay.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, thank you for doing that. I know, and again, but like you said, we're oceans away, but uh, I really do believe what the fuck is the word now? I think that guerrilla style of information
Yeah.
is probably the safest way to get it out.
Yeah.
So.
All right. I'll make one last effort. I mean, like they said, most of Narlis doesn't really like us and doesn't really like because of the war that I'm trying to advertise. But
Yeah. It's right. Yeah. Actually, hold off on anybody else here at Narlis. We don't want to ruffle any more feathers. Kind of just slink out
sounds good.
and we'll take care of the people of the council here. Try to get them to convince their people. Once we get the council, then they'll get their people behind us, I think.
Okay. That sounds logical.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go and help with the rest of resupplying. I don't know if you want me to do anything else now that I'm not doing that campaign thing anymore. So.
Yeah. No, yeah. No, yeah. Whatever you got to do. Did you see my gun? Oh,
Yeah,
my
I
canyon.
fucking saw that. I was like, I was kind of absolved in the speech, but like, damn, I saw that for 2 seconds, and I was like, fuck. That looks like.
Yeah,
Is
right.
that the same shit as? Is that the same shit as the Nahuatl, the Asmagolem shit?
Yeah, it's kind of they got a whole fucking factory down there, man, and they're making
Well,
all of
makes
these
sense.
big giant fucking beasts with laser
No, yeah,
cannons and
I
all this
saw a
shit.
lot of them.
And
Like that Cirilla woman, she showed up on a fucking Triceratops. That was ridiculous.
and
But like,
this is what I'm talking about, man. These are the weapons that we can bring to the wall.
yeah.
This is this firepower. So, anyway, this is just a small trinket that I've been playing with and trying to learn about. And I'm thinking that maybe we can have a squad of soldiers just having some of these cannons if we can recreate this. And that's what I want to learn about in the library.
That'd be cool as hell. What do you mean? Like, are they not giving you more of those?
Oh, this one fell off a fucking T-Rex.
And you just fucking stole it?
No, I asked for permission. I mean, I was like, hey, I can keep this, right? And you're like, Sure.
guess.
They seem like we
fell
don't
off
really
of-
want to, but you did take care of the problem. Sorry.
It fell
Yeah.
off. If it fell off a T-Rex, then I guess that's fine. On second note, T-Rex. as you continue this conversation, what is everyone else doing? Well, was everyone else joining in on this conversation, in this like meeting, or was everyone planning to do something else?
Probably listening outside of the door, but also trying to conversate with Akamaro. I doubt he's in the mood.
Akamaro's had a has a scheme in mind. Arya, what do you make of these soldiers?
I mean, at first, perhaps sacrificial pawns, but they've proven to be a little more than that.
Do you think any of these have aptitude?
Only I haven't had time to observe them on that level, but I can't say no outright, but I can't be confident either.
I need to talk to Viserys about this.
I mean, some juicy details going on in there.
And then I was like,
Yes,
Fuck,
very
alright.
juicy.
Cool. Wow. All right. As they come
Knock
out,
on
as
the
they
door.
like, I'm assuming they're like walking out the door at this point.
Oh,
Viserys,
yeah.
do you think any of your soldiers have the aptitude for magic?
I don't see why not. No, why? What do you think?
Oh, I mean, I have the aptitude of magic, but I can't really say. I mean, I don't know.
There's not much preparation work left for us, and we don't have the resources to significantly increase our output here. But if we could teach, even half your soldiers some very basic magic, it
whether
wouldn't.
that be a cantrip or a first level.
Anything we could give them.
Yeah.
I love it. I love this idea. This is amazing. Thank you,
And if we
Akamaro.
get the library, it'll even pace.
I mean, I know
What's-
a lot
let
of
me-
different
let-
spells, but like I can.
So most commanders, they have test scores and whatnot when people join the military. This is from my military experience. Is the commanding officers will have files of like test scores and things like that, aptitude tests. So yeah, I would actually know exactly who would be most useful in that.
Do you have the list on you, or do you have them just in your head?
No, it's in the cupboard in the back. So let me go. I'll go. Yeah, Alcamaro, follow me, please. And then
I'll definitely want to see this too.
so we have, and correct me if I'm wrong, we have 30 soldiers.
I believe that's correct. Yes.
So I want to say we started with 40, and then
You
10.
started with like you
Yeah,
started with
multiple
some sort of
at
multiple
least.
of 16, from what I remember.
We had some rough times.
Yeah, and then you had
Yeah.
some rough times. A whole ship of crew people sank, and then
Yeah.
That too.
and then more
I
people.
want to say
died.
we're sitting at about 30 now.
Yeah. Dark times.
Why don't? Okay, sorry. Let's go with a third of that, so 10. Have a score above, like we'll say like they have the aptitude score like above 80%, right? And then that would be about 10 out of the 30.
whether it be intelligence or wisdom. It could be practical. I prefer intelligence, though. It's easier to teach someone who has the brain capacity.
Right. Yeah. No, this is all based on intelligence. Wisdom, that would be more like that's more of a
That's a different
survival
span.
test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about shamanism, so
We're working off of. There is no like money pool for the ship, correct? We're all just working off our personal finances.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So spellcasting focuses and spell books are going to be a cost to consider.
Viserys, were you saying that like you were saying like, oh yeah, they are, or were you saying that as like an example of how many?
Sorry, what was the question?
Were you saying 10 out of the 30 were magically adept as a statement or as an example?
As far as I would venture to guess that 10%, or not 10%, but 1 in 3 are of above average intelligence.
I will have to
Right.
give you that number, but I'm going to have to leave that up to like I don't think that would be something you would be able to know at the moment, or
if we could find out that information later, it'd be nice.
I mean, aside from like current duties, I don't see any reason we can't try to teach everyone.
Right.
I mean,
If it doesn't take, it doesn't take. But I mean, Arya learns, so I'm sure most soldiers here can learn.
unless
Zing.
you have to work it out just like your biceps. A warrior can learn magic if they train their muscle as they do every muscle in their body.
Is that why you do the headbutts?
No, that was part of the training for war casting. When casting spells in close quarters, you have to maintain concentration.
I guess it does really help to be able to take a bludgeon to the forehead.
Well, yeah, getting physically bashed around, slashed, or even set on fire is a great way to maintain concentration on spells, if a situation requires it. And honestly, it's much easier to become an Eldritch Knight than it is a wizard. Wizards take much longer to cultivate, honestly.
Yeah.
Learning magic through martial means it's not any easier, but it still bears fruit.
Given that you have exact experience and kind of what we're trying to shape them into be, Arya, if you could help me out here. TA.
Again, we are soldiers at the end of the day, and even those who would comprehend magic theory, those ones would be probably the strongest, but those who have to learn it from scratch are going to have to learn it through repetition.
So I think we'll let Viserys do the necessary organization here, but I think Akamara will try to we'll run a classroom, and then Arya can follow up with drills. Just
Yes, definitely do drills.
Good plan.
We'll have to teach them elemental magic before we teach them anything else. Because once they start moving to necromancy, this gets tricky to handle.
I don't think necromancy is on our immediate curriculum.
I would hope not. Just have to teach
I think that's advanced level.
Oh yeah.
And also it's necromancy.
Why do you think I absorb it? Yeah. Why do you think I absorb elements?
Literally the most useless thing we could teach them for fighting demons.
No, absorb element would be pretty good for
So
fighting demons.
Viserys, looking at your documents that you would have, actually, you know what? You probably actually wouldn't have this document on you, because it would have been in your main ship, which, if you remember, was the one ship that sank in that first combat with the plant creatures.
That's right. Son of a bitch.
Would that be a history check then? Because that was a while ago.
That would honestly, would that be something that you'd have like back of your mind kind of sheet? Because that almost be like compared to preparing a spell like list for like a wizard.
You just know, like personnel records. Like a good commander would know like his people through their records.
Okay. I will say
But
you can roll a history
even if that,
check
he would
with
turn to his
disadvantage.
squad.
I'll say a history check with disadvantage, just for the fact that
Okay.
it's been like a couple weeks since you've had access to those documents, and even more so,
Yeah.
that would only imply if you actually had read them literally before the fight of the plant with those plant creatures.
Right. Okay.
Just so happen to be doing
So-
HR work.
Imagine if it was a Constitution check, this beating
Okay,
us all.
on a
Oh, say that.
7,
Good.
on a 7, you are not able to. You can remember the commanding officers that had. You can remember the commanding officers that, or their like test scores for the. Don't ignore the turn order. You can remember
Right.
the commanding officers.
You know, this 62 damage.
I'll say, actually, now that I think about it, let me.
Oh, can we not like help here?
No,
Do
you
you have a
It's
way
like
of
3 minutes ago.
remembering, of recalling? Because this information would not be accessible to you at all. But if you were,
Can I help out with like mnemonics and like here's how you enter your memory palace?
So no, but this is where the ranks come in handy, right? So if I don't know the intelligence of every member of my crew, I have squad leaders for that exact purpose.
see, the problem
I
is that
mean-
even if you were able to negate the disadvantage, you still rolled the 7 as your first number.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, even if you were able to, you'd have to be able to find a way to amp it up to an advantage, and I don't think it like your. I'm
You have
saying
to each
for
and every
purpose
squad
for with a
leader.
7 to history, you can remember 3 people that were magically adept, and you remember these 3 because you remember that they had purposes of a better understanding. They had a score of an ability score of 15 in both their intelligence and their wisdom. So they could learn both.
Yeah. Yeah. So Alchemero, that's 3 off the top of my head that I can remember. I
3.
don't have any more than that.
Do you have their names at the very least? Facial descriptions.
Do I have names for them?
Actually, looking, there's only
Names, facial descriptions.
Never mind. There's only 2 of people that actually had that score. So you remember 2 people, and you do remember their names. Yeah.
Okay. But and they are still with us. They weren't part
They
of
are-
the group stuff.
No, this is of the people that are still with you.
Okay.
2 of those people are commanding officers.
Fantastic.
Ooh. Good.
Okay.
I'll
And the
have
other
to
one
find
has like
again.
a 14 to wisdom, but a 15 in intelligence. So it can still learn.
Right. Okay. We can at least start with 2.
2.
That's true. We have more time. We can teach them and let them teach their what's the
Subordinates.
subordinates? Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, at the end of the day, if they comprehend magic theory, it's quite easy to implement magical attacks into your weapon, channeling it.
All right. Well, I think it's time we put theory in practice.
It worked for me, but I am an exception.
Viserys, would you like to manually select them or just pass a note off?
No, yeah, yeah, pass you the note, like what yeah, these are the names. Here,
Okay.
do you want me to make up a name on the spot or do you
Um.
Your classic Scrooge.
There's other things.
You know, I
Nakamura got
surprisingly
talked
didn't
about.
prepare for you trying to teach your Iliad soldiers how to fucking cast spells. So.
Come on, of all the
I
of
had
all
a
the things a
name-
DM can prep.
Well, we live in a very
Good lord.
magical society. There may not be a
right
future,
there?
So what better time than now?
It's either this or freelance at the library.
The
So
library
you remember,
gives us greater resources.
so your 3 commanding officers are Armand, Iseldis, and Allard.
Armand, Iseldis, Allard. Okay.
3 A's.
That's an I. Iseldis is an I.
Iseldis, yeah, with an I.
There's Armand, Iseldis, and Allard.
Which of the 2 are magically adept? Or have potential?
Okay. So you pass over the note with these names, and Akamero and Arya, you just get straight into it, or
Yeah.
Probably wait.
okay?
To teach them at least magic theory during the voyage.
Well, no, I want to try. Let's get the trial run done now and see if we can. If this works, we want to try to teach more of them if possible.
You want to teach them magic theory right now. I don't think their mental state can handle that on top of what was told today.
These are the commanding
I'd
officers.
like to see them try.
For the purpose of call this an experiment, we need to see if they can handle this.
So,
If this is not a successful run, we need to immediately pivot, and we have limited time to do as much preparation as we can.
yeah. I bet the library has a dummy's guide to this too. Just for them, not for us.
Tommy's got to teaching. Oh,
Dummy's guide to arcane theory.
yeah.
Did they not teach that at Strixhaven? No. The one who taught me some magic.
Yeah.
The repetition was other sources.
So yeah, I go and find the two commanding officers.
Okay.
I will come with you.
You had the perfect setup of, didn't they teach you in Strixhaven? You were like, no, they're all dead. Okay,
Went to
so
school.
you and Arya are going to begin training the commanding officers. Morgan John Viserys, or Morgan Lokir Viserys, what are you all doing with now?
So Morgan's on Domus, currently writing her letter. And then once the letter's done, she's going to bum a drink off someone and have a mental breakdown.
Okay.
Oh no.
Lokir, what are you up to?
I'm gonna go to my study and I'm gonna try and ask another question, even though I've already asked one. Hope it fucking works.
Okay. Sorry. Viserys, what are you up to? Right, real quick before we get to that.
Polishing my cannon and working out this new specialist idea. I now my brain's running into a thing of, okay, we're gonna have magic users. We're also gonna have artillerists. Like
Okay.
if we
You're
can get
basically like formatting
these,
like a battle, kind of
yeah,
like almost like a chess formation of
yeah,
few
pretty
people.
much, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So we will start with Lokir, what are you asking your journal?
So I just found out that Pluto is dead, which you might have known. I don't know how far your influence rate is. So that our strongest ally dead. Do you happen to have any allies anywhere that can help?
Hold on. I gotta think about this. Okay.
Yay or nay?
Please, 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 please.
So, why don't you
I
go
agree.
ahead and make a charisma check?
Uh-huh.
This is your spell.
20,
This is
yeah.
just a spell casting.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
While I go
There
through the
was-
fucking list of, while I go through the list.
Uh-huh. I'll take
Hey,
it. It could have been
Okay.
worse.
18.
Can I add guidance to that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, sure. I gotta
Okay.
figure out how many people actually know the fucking Raven Queen.
I mean, better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah. So you are asking any. Let me ask for a clarification. So you are asking you are asking if there is anyone who can who any of her people that can help you. Right?
Yeah, if
Or
she
you
has
just
any
asking-
allies that can. If she
Okay.
has any allies that can assist.
In specifically
In general, like with the
In
entire situation,
general.
because it's kind of fucked.
Oh
Yeah.
boy. Oh boy. Wow, I don't know how to answer that. No, I'm thinking about how to answer that. Cause
Positively,
yes,
if you can.
that no.
oh boy. Cause there's a lot
That's
of
always
ways that can be answered. Okay. So let me try to see if I can. So you ask the book this, and the book begins to bleed ink onto the pages, weaving and sketching. You get visuals of people. Firstly, oh boy, that's very interesting. Firstly, you get an image of a rather short and a slim man in these black tattered clothing, a sort of a black pirate's hat with more like cloth tatters instead of feathers, a short ragged hair, very like almost like pirate almost looking, with a very familiar raven on their shoulder, is the first sketch. This man's. Then you get a sketch of this like almost goblin looking creature, but a very much like regular sized humanoid that looks like a very goblin-esque. For out of character, your character wouldn't know this race, but it's a Verdan. This ragged hair in different curls and tied up in different beads with a looks like a spell book in one hand and a set of large circular glasses on them as they seem to be like this sketch almost looks like it's caught her in a moment of like casting of her hand outstretched casting a spell. This is the best image I can provide of that person. You are getting essentially a sketch of different players who are also attuned to the Raven Queen in some way. But
Lovely.
Oh fuck! Let me see. Let me see if there's any NPCs. Oh
Let's
boy.
hope so.
Fuck, I'm going through the list and I'm not finding a lot of people that could probably. You gotta give me a second because I genuinely didn't think this was gonna be a question. That was, um,
It is now.
it is now. Oh boy.
Yeah, I think I need to start asking, simpler things. A
The
bit
important
more
questions.
narrow. A bit more narrow. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, none of those people. Ooh, okay. This is not the last image, but you do get a sketch of Cirilla Xenacostus.
Oh.
Oh, now I'm just thinking about different people that probably know. That could probably be useful. Ooh, okay. I think the final sketch you would probably get is the one of this larger visage of you seem to like tell that these different sketches that are appearing up on your book seem to be very what's the word, their height and size are all very like, what's the fucking word, I'm blanking on it.
To scale?
To scale, yes, they all seem to scale. So it comes off as a little alarming when a much larger kind of visage begins being painted in the canvas. Not too large, about large size compared to everyone else who were medium size, but still a picture, a visage of a winged lion. This with these massive, almost like ram horns. If you want a full image of this character, you can look them up. It's a Felidar. It would be, but for token imagery, this. And you can see their wings are unfurled and like out and like bamped out in like this elegance. On the back of this Felidar, you see a dwarven character, stout and very traditional, with like this large beard and hair pulled backwards. In their hand seems to be a glowing, this like radiant spear that they seem to be holding in their hand, as they seem to be almost, it's caught in the moment of almost being looks like they're charging into battle. And then I think that would be it. I think that would be everyone.
I think these things look cool.
I'm trying to verify real quick, but ooh, okay. One more person. You
Okay,
see
sweet.
you see a behind the Felidar a portrait, because the to make it to scale would fall off the pages, of a very large and burly man, seeming well built, hair kind of like pulled back very similarly to the dwarf, a similar beard, but not as big. They seem to be caught in the moment of looking down at something while wielding a welding hammer. The people from Mistra's Reign are going to recognize this character.
Ooh, I do recognize that character.
But that is the last visage that pops up on this very, like, it like bleeds into both pages, but like that is all of the different characters that appear, including Cirilla, which I didn't really put there, but yeah. Cirilla. No, I'm not done.
I'm glad.
Like, Cirilla, realizing Cirilla made me remember about one more person, which kind of is weird because they were about to make a cameo, but we're not going to talk about that.
Vecna.
No. It's very funny because you have the possibility of seeing this person, but you might not now.
Oh, I have a theory. I have a theory now.
Okay. You see, like, flying up, kind of like floating in the air, seeming to be caught in the action of flying, is this smaller figure, this kind of angelic figure of kind of looking almost like they're like of the same species as Cirilla, but this person's a lot younger, very traditional, like kind of toga and they very like traditional toga and like short hair flowing about, trying to describe their characters visual, but there's the visual. As they seem to be floating there, but that is the last image.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was such a big question. I was like,
Yeah. I mean, since I have Zarilla, yes, I don't need to ask for where they are, so I think we're good.
Okay.
Satisfied with the answer.
Oh, I can actually give you a visual of the dwarf on top of the Felidar real quick. Hold on, let me steal this. Thank you. There's the dwarf. Very traditional dwarf-looking character.
Handsome man indeed.
Now I'm gonna write a thanks, and I'm gonna close the
You just get a thumbs up emoji. You write thanks, and a second later the thanks kind of fades away off the page alongside the rest of the sketches. All right. All right. So, Akamero and Arya, you both are able to. It takes you a second because each of the commanding officers kind of split off to their own respective ship, so it takes you a minute, but you are able to find both. You are able to find Are you looking for all three, or just the two that had the like 15 to both?
Well, the two.
Um,
I feel
yeah.
like.
Yeah, just the two for now.
Okay. That would be Armand and Allard.
Double A's, let's go.
Hey, quadruple A's. Anything else?
Good lord.
Batteries out of these guys.
That's why Acelis didn't get chosen.
Arya and Akamero and Allard and Armand.
Armin and oh wow,
Joy.
quad A's. This is suddenly an overcharge. Yes.
Alright.
They both why don't you make a persuasion?
I was about to
check,
say, it's
actually?
almost like you're
Some-
the A team. Damn it.
Why don't you make a persuasion check, actually? Because
Both of us or who?
just whoever wants to.
I will. I got +2.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Uh,
do it.
Can Arya give me advantage by not being there?
Not being there. I'm going to be honest. It's. I don't know how to play this because your characters have not been the most interactive with the group, with the squad, and
Certainly not in a positive way.
yeah.
Oh no,
So,
the last
honestly, this would probably be a disadvantage.
I'm a creepy grifter. I'm like, hey, you want to learn magic spells?
Want some dexterity, bro?
Wait, what's that?
A persuasion check with disadvantage.
All right, here goes nothing. Come
We
on.
have a reputation. We are bad children. 9.
Could have been way worse.
They
They'll
kind of
be
give you a.
9.
They kind of give you a sure. Now, no. I got other shit to do. Kind of response. Both of them do.
I will say this is an initiative proposed and approved by your commanding officer.
Oh boy. they kind of go for like really, well, like now. He just told. They both kind of just like. They told it. He just told us to start getting ready for departure.
Finish up your immediate duties. You can take the moment. How long do you think you'll take?
Well, I was gonna keep packing and then dinner and then sleep and then leave. So
We'll skip the sleep this time.
Sleep will come later.
yay!
Don't get
Oh
sleep.
boy, I was
just
so
go
hoping
later.
to skip sleep. That was
You'll
aye,
still get
whatever
sleep.
rank you are at this
They'll be
point.
pushed back. Oh yeah, we outrank everyone. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I was going to disagree, but I think technically yes.
You both are sellswords. You are not. I outrank you. The only reason that I'm listening to you is because you are speaking on.
'Cause we can
behalf
melt you
of my-
alive.
On my superior officer. And
Look,
also, that's a
either
lie.
one of us could melt you alive. We're going to teach you to melt other people alive. So
Exactly. Consider it a favor and a much needed education.
Great.
look, you know how bad this situation we're going into is. We're just trying to make sure everyone's got the best tools they can have.
I don't want to die yet. I must fulfill my goals.
All right.
Mhm.
So, you. All right. So yeah, they basically kind of give you a. They kind of give you a give me a moment kind of response as
Yeah.
they all continue as they both continue to their duties.
I'll start
I'm gonna
putting
whisper
together my lesson
to
plan.
Akamero. I'm gonna whisper to Akamero. Are we grading them on attitude as well? Because they're really flunking right now.
If we were graded on attitude, I think you would have been expelled.
Exactly. We would have
No,
been.
you.
I'm the teacher here. What do you mean?
I'm your
You would
teacher.
have been fired.
Look,
Well, not gonna learn.
This is for them. This is mostly for them.
Obviously, it's for them. We're teaching them.
If you want to have your own metrics by which you grade, you're welcome to do so. For now, let's put together our main lesson plan.
Which is, you haven't about shared that with me yet.
You've pretty much said it. We're going to start with the fundamentals. Understand how magic works, then move on to the simplest spellcasting. Hopefully, we can teach them a cantrip pretty quickly. I'll call that the initial success to warrant further effort.
If you know prestidigitation, you might want to start with that. The only things I know is mending an elemental attack spell. And
I think prestidigitation will not be my focus. As convenient as it is for daily life, this is a soldier's curriculum.
It is true. Mending's a good tool in case they break a sword.
Mm-hmm. I'm realizing I only have one offensive spell when it's not really super helpful in this instance. Or one offensive cantrip. I'll teach him Blade Ward. That's useful.
I mean, good for defense, but in the long run, not relatively useful.
We can work up to like proper spells and stuff. But just to start.
The only offensive cantrip I have, just attack, is Booming Blade.
That is a good one for soldiers.
It most definitely is, especially when people come charging at them. Requirements are quite simple.
Booming Blade?
The only offensive spell you know is Booming Blade?
Cantrip. Only offensive cantrip.
I was gonna say, you've used Catapult like 3 different times.
Yeah, I just don't expect. I just want to start with like we're taking the feet dip here. We're not We're not getting the whole spell slot yet. I don't think. I got my doggo.
Yeah, we're definitely not doing spell slots yet, but Catapult's a good one. Definitely is. Lose your arrow. Use the arrow that's stuck in the ground. As long as it's not worn or carried, it's fine.
Alright. So you all you begin your curriculum planning. Are you doing so are you going back to Domus to do that, or
well, they left, and we probably have a room to ourselves at the moment.
you had to find them, and you are currently outside of the ship. Like, you're on the actual docks where you found them.
Domus then.
Okay. You said you were gonna stay? Or
Domus, or are we gonna stay somewhere on the ship?
What's this?
We don't want the people just seeing the curriculum plan. That would be spoilers.
I think let's let them get excited about it.
I had asked you, are you guys going back to Domus to plan out the curriculum, or are you staying on the docks, or where you're going?
I think quiet and insulated, a good learning environment. We'll head to Domus.
Okay. Lovely that you're looking for quiet, because as you may approach Domus, you see flying down to you all is Cirilla, as she drops down and she says, "Well, that was a fun trip trying to find you back at the Triceratops. Lovely. So change of plans. We have to delay a bit because apparently we have other people coming as well that were not originally planned. These, I don't fucking know. But anyways, so how's the holdup? Are you guys are still on this mission, right?
Yes. I am concerned that we're delaying further, given the whole time sensitive.
It shouldn't be more than a day. It shouldn't be more than a day. I had to. I talked with them. They're joining. The project is now the operation has been titled Project Echidnu. basically. It's I don't know what it's a Elvish word, that literally just means protection, or something. I forget. I don't speak Elvish, but
Neither do
anyways.
I got real concerned when you said that. I thought you were about to say a kid now.
uh,
Yeah,
it's
definitely not a good one.
Ekdinu. I think it's called Ekdinu. Let me just put it in the fucking chat.
Enkidu?
I think it's a Finnish or
Protection.
forget which one. Ekdinu.
Hmm.
But she says,
Hmm.
Doesn't
so
matter.
yeah,
Figure it out later.
we're gonna get accompanied by this other group who are working with foreign relations, which is very fun. But they're gonna stick around for maybe just to like help us get to the island, because they have their own stuff they're doing for Illicir, which is fun, but I didn't really care. So
For that, can we get a brief to Viserys? I'm happy to read it as well, but just for coordinating purposes.
like a document file.
Or even just like a word of mouth. Let Viserys know what's going on. He is clear. He's clearly the best person for coordinating people. I want to make sure that he's aware of what groups we're interacting with.
Okay. I honestly don't know a lot about them. I didn't get told this from Illicir. I got told because Illicir told Libellus, and Libellus told me. So, I don't know shit about them. But they are apparently working with foreign relations, kind of like what you are, where they have their own kind of, they're just kind of doing a mission to get paid. They're basically bounty hunters, doing a mission for, I met them. There's this, there's a couple people that are from Ampharina, but I think they're trustworthy. I think one of my accomplices, Mika, had met with these people and apparently helped them, and they helped with the fucking mission. I don't know. So I can probably we'll be meeting up in Narlis by we're meeting with them in Fenimar. When we to start the mission, basically. They're going to be going to Fenimar. They're going to be going to Fenimar in their own airship, apparently. And we're going to meet, and we're gonna daybreak. We're going to take your stuff from Narlis to Fenimar, meet up with them, and then begin our voyage.
Oh, great. Why don't we have an airship? It's so good.
They apparently got that airship from Muspelheim, which is fun. So
I mean, we have a giant. We have domes, so I think we have the
Right.
core.
Organic creatures are
you
better.
clearly have the better one.
What if we
I
give
can
Domus
talk with
giant
you all
balloons?
inside. I can talk with you all inside about this. I kind of have like a whole holographic projection I can provide of the.
Are you going to give us those tablets?
I'm gonna give you the stuff. Why which you need to know. But yeah, I can talk with it inside, or if you want to wait until we are all together for that.
Let's wait for everyone to be together. We're kind of. Do you want to learn magic? We're teaching magic right now. If you want to.
I know magic.
You want to learn more magic? I always say yes.
I wouldn't be in charge of fucking the manufacturing of this ancient race of magical creatures if I didn't know a sense of magic. Yes, I know magic.
Cantrip off right now.
Let me just let me
Something that
fuck,
won't
I
harm us
archived their
terribly.
character sheet. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It's in the fucking NPC folder. Fuck, they didn't put in their spell list. What?
Oh well.
No.
Small retcon. Instead of saying cantrip off, I message cantrip off.
Let me see if they provided any sort of fucking character sheet that showed off their spells. They could probably they're fucking. Hold on, let me just look. I'll make their fucking spell sheet right now.
I've wound up Braxton asking me to name 4 characters off the bat by making you make a character sheet in the middle of the session.
Wow. Like we're terrible people.
I think that's warranted, yeah.
Huh.
Hey, I was offering free magic, and
I
she
know,
could have
what's
said no
wrong
and it was
with that?
fine, but
What's wrong with offering free magic? Most people would literally chop off their own arm just to learn regenerate.
Oh.
what is this?
So
Well, that's what it means.
you just go cantrip right now, and she just just fucking punches you straight in the chest, and you
Can I have blade warded this?
you like what?
Can I have blade warded this?
Doubt it. It's bludgeoning damage. You can handle a punch.
It's not a tradition, like it's a spell. But you kind of recognize the spell as like this like green kind of like, or no, this like red kind of like arcs around your body kind of and flickers a bit. You recognize the effects of a possible booming blade. She just punches it into your chest, and it just arcs all around
Using
you.
a prosthetic?
I'm going to use my rechargeable ring of Misty Step, which is not movement, to just Misty Step behind her and go boo.
Roll initiative, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Fucking ice knife.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, she says she just like you just teleport behind her and just boo, and she just looks at you, just eye rolls, and just goes, "Yes, I know magic. I am a phoenix sorcerer, so we're fine."
Okay.
Oh.
I thought you were.
Cheater.
I want to apologize. I thought you were more like an engineer.
She's naturally
I'm
born.
both.
Look at that. That's cheating. She's a natural born magician.
I'm both. I've had 3,000 years to practice to do engineering on Nahuatl creatures, and also I know spellcasting before that 3,000 years.
Naturally gifted. Can't believe it.
Cool. When we have more time, can you teach me engineering?
No. That is because I don't trust you with that shit.
Okay. Just the
Tell us
basics.
how to make a tablet.
No.
I
I'm
want
not going to show you how to create the device that controls these shits.
I thought it just had information stored.
But can we get
It
get
has
an
a lot more
iPad?
than that. It can control the fucking... Once you register these things to the Nahuatl to these devices, then yes, you can control the Nahuatl.
Can I get an iPad instead of an iPhone though? Just like cut the functionality.
Does it have a child safety lock on it?
It might honestly be useful. I'll talk about it. But,
I want a writer's credit.
but long story short, yes, we are taking it's your 3 ships, Domus, an airship, and then several Nahuatl constructs, mostly Tide Rippers because of the aquatic traversal. But there are going to be a couple other different. I haven't confirmed the full layout of our arsenal, but you do have that spike snout still, so
All right.
it's mostly going to be in air. It's the ships that we have as well are going to be manned by Inherior, and I believe we have 3 of those galleons. It's quite a...
I want to know magic.
What?
do the INTR want to learn magic?
They can't.
You can't do that?
They're magical beings, but they can't cast their own spells.
Interesting. 3,000 years to 3,000 years to design these, and they can't cast spells. I'm sorry. I'm fully.
She like pushes you. She like pushes you, and like, and as she like pushes you, you take the fucking thunder. You take the fucking booming blade damage.
No.
You take
Hey,
7
that's not how
booming
that
blade.
works.
Yeah, she just pushes you and you just.
You
Wait,
did that with
7?
your bare hands.
7
Did
because she crit.
Did she double thrust?
She crit.
Oh.
So you take 2d.
Double damage.
Okay.
But you did that with your bare hands. How did you do that?
What? Booming blade?
Yeah, it needs a source. Mine at least requires me to use weapons to use booming blade.
Lovely. I don't.
See, brother, this is why I don't like sorcerers. There's no accumulated effort into this.
Yeah, I'm not a
You
fan.
gotta
of it.
learn that. We put effort. We put time. You're 3,000
I
years
did.
old and you got a life hack.
I did learn my magic. Thank you very much.
Does Arya have mending?
I do.
Can you go ahead and mend my clothes after I just like mess with- That's not what I
She
took. And I'm
did,
just
yeah, she did tear him a bit. Don't worry, I can.
Now I'm just imagining like booming blade. Every time it goes off, it just incinerates your clothing.
it is like thunder. It's just like a full like
It's thunder
rip.
damage, yeah. But like I'm imagining the thunder damage like the thunder damage is like originates from you and just explodes outward and just like tatters your fucking clothing.
Jeez, that's painful.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself a little bit. All right,
I still haven't healed for what you did to me today.
7 plus 6. Hey, a whole 13.
Fully healed yourself.
I actually, yes, I did. Literally, exactly, fully healed myself.
Sleep off the dagger wound. It's fine.
We don't have the luxury of sleep tonight. We have the two the two
Are we
officers.
gonna teach him till exhaustion? I don't want that.
Just this first time. Just this first time. We can take it easier afterwards, but they had other priorities there. Hey, if it makes you feel any better, they're also really tired already. They were going to go to sleep right now, and instead of sleeping, they're doing this. I'm gonna open the door and cast thaumaturgy on myself and goes, "Who's ready to learn magic?"
To clarify, are you guys inside or outside of Domus right now?
Entering
We're
Domus.
inside a Domos.
Entering Domus. So Morgan, sitting on the kitchen counter, you just hear, "Who's ready for that?" As Akamero comes stepping in.
To clarify, the thaumaturgy was not like an explosion. I'm amplifying my voice so it's disturbingly loud.
It's louder.
Like,
Definitely shatters any of the fragile cups. I'm sure it does thunder damage in our own heads.
aggressively startling these people who are on the edge of sleep deprivation.
You know, it's gonna be harder to sleep. You definitely are gonna need sleep, especially if you're starting to enter vampirism.
But also to
And
clarify, they're not the commanding officers are not in Domus.
Or do we not tell them to come here?
Well,
Or do we tell?
you just left them to go. This is like right after you said
Okay.
they told you to
Then-
give them a minute, and you were going back to Domus to prepare your curriculum, and that's when Cirilla showed up.
Okay. Then I do not scream yet. I say that. I say that for the second they walk through the door.
You know, we could just teach them tomorrow. It wouldn't hurt to let them sleep when they're in a better mood.
I
You know,
don't.
I get angry when I'm tired.
I don't. If you want to skip this one, you can. But
I don't want to skip it. If I miss one day of the curriculum, it'll be bad. I'll look like a joke.
that's true. It's hard to earn respect as the TA. You gotta put your nose to the grindstone there.
No, hold up, no. I'm just as good as you are.
So you can cast third level spells.
Okay, not that good.
Mhm.
Just shy of it, okay? Shy of it.
Hey, I don't want to make this a competition. I'm just saying, like, I taught you. You know,
You did. I
Yeah.
don't deny that.
again, we are working together here, 100%.
Are you guys having this conversation like directly outside? Like you open the door and you've opened the
Haven't
door
even walked in
and,
yet.
and just still having this conversation outside.
Yeah.
Definitely walking in,
So
probably.
okay,
Opening the door
So-
for him.
you all walk inside,
Gotta be on the same page.
and
Yeah.
Morgan, you just are you are now enveloped in this conversation.
Oh, you look hammered. You see that you're not taking the news well. You want a magic class to cheer you up?
I'm good, thanks. Oh, hey, Cirilla, can you deliver this for me to the king? It's kind of an important update. This is like the second worst day of my life.
We just lost
Sorry.
a patron of ours.
Okay.
That's really bad.
I'm sorry. Who? Well, was it anyone that was here, or where's the blind man?
His name's Lokier.
Okay, where's Lokia?
I
Sorry, I didn't really get names.
I know.
Mhm.
I don't
Oh,
know.
he's fine.
Okay, wait a second. So Sevilla remembers Domus, but not me. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Fine. Everything's
That's
fine.
all.
Okay.
Man,
Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine.
I've been antagonistic of Cirilla. Now we're actually enemies.
It's fine. It's fine. We remember the giant turtle, but I am the blind
Yes,
one. No,
because it's a giant tortoise. What do
that's
you
okay. That's fine.
No one remembers.
blind guy, giant turtle.
mean? God,
Yeah,
alright.
that's the bane
Whatever.
of pet owning, you know? Like, of course you
want to see
remember
an
the cute
animation
fucking
of
pet,
that.
right? But like, fuck the guy owning the pet. Like, what the fuck?
That should totally be animated. Hilarious. They only
Good
remember
lord.
the
Alright.
not me. Oh, yeah, let me get here. I'll
Was it someone I knew? Where's Lokia? Was it Lokia or?
I'll call him his name.
No.
Like just
Lokier's
fucking-
fine.
Oh, okay.
I'll fucking a big gas of air and just
She takes
here.
the note.
Are there like the guys from the SAPE? I don't remember there were like the ones that are going to learn magic here as well, like
No.
in Domus. Okay.
No.
It's just the twins and Cyrilla.
Siblings. We're not.
Oh.
Are
Siblings,
you
whatever.
in?
I've been calling you like the Patir twins for like ever, and you
Yeah.
never corrected me up until now.
I think I've missed it several times.
Your pottery
But yes,
and-
the Patir siblings and Cyrilla are in the doorway, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I'll
As,
come out of my study.
As Morgan Morgan passes Cyrilla the note. She says, "Am I allowed to read it, or is it more private matters?" I mean,
You can if you want.
Are you all right, Morgan? Can we help somehow?
She's sad because the patron's dead. Well,
I understand. Do you want? I don't have any like treats. I was gonna offer you like a snack or something, but all I have is like packed rations.
I appreciate the thought. More booze would be nice.
You're
Morgan,
gonna kill
you-
yourself with
as
booze.
you're
You need a
talking
hug.
with Akamero and Arya, you see Cyrilla kind of slowly opens up the letter and just looks down at it, reads it for about 2 seconds, and her eyes light up, Bolden, as she just stares at the fucking sheet as she just goes, "Oh. Who was Pluto?"
Of course.
Hades might know the name.
Who's?
Fuck.
saved
what?
my life
Wait,
as
hold
a
on,
child.
Hold on. Hades
Yes.
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 is dead
Yes.
Yep.
by
Yes.
Zagreus.
Yep.
Do you know the name?
Yes.
This is?
Fuck. Oh well, yeah. I know Zeus. I know Zeus from, well, not just because of the whole shit, but like, yes, I know all three of them. Okay, that's very alarming.
Zacharias.
Well, I don't know if this is the Zagreus, then
Well, who else would kill Hades?
Hades' son. And that's our session for tonight.
Describe exactly.
God.
Oh well, fine. It's always nice to describe it.
Sorry, what was the last line? I was there was a lot of
Hades'
cross
son.
chatter. Hades is not dead. Okay.
Hades' son.
Hades'
Oh.
son?
Hades
Wait,
was
Zagreus
killed
is
by.
Hades?
Hades was
Yeah.
killed by Zagreus, who is the son of Hades.
Nice.
Oh.
You might recognize this from the game Hades.
Hades is killed by Zagreus, the son of Hades, from the hit game Hades.
Oh no. Man, with Greek and Romans with family.
And also technically from Greek mythology, but very loosely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Depends on
Yeah.
the source.
Our culture sucks. Grandchildren of Ares who were also trying to topple him, and someone's son just killed their father. Yeah, that sounds about the Aeneas way. Yeah.
Is there
Aeneas to us?
is there representation of Titans in this world, or are those just
The
not carried over?
I have to verify because the giants are
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Giantomachy,
yeah.
which I changed to clarify because the Titanomachy and the Giantomachy are two different things.
Oh,
Most definitely.
But to your knowledge, the Titans don't have any relation to you.
so they do exist, just
They do
unrelated
exist.
to.
You just don't know
Okay.
how they exist.
Okay.
It's like knowing
Just wanted
Batman
to see what-
exists.
Like knowing what exists.
I have a theory about who Vecna may be.
Uh-huh. What's your
Not-
theory? What's your theory?
That's correct.
My assumption is that it's one of the lesser explored members of the Emperorian Council.
Lesser explored.
Okay.
There's some there who we have not talked to.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel like that hint that I had given you about like that like the specific event in which you had seen Vecna, and that event had been seen by
Wait, did I
other
miss
people.
something?
The text message that I sent about that you responded with a skull
Yeah, hold on. Let me
of like me being like, I feel like that was like a very big giveaway as to what
Oh. That.
the exact moment that Vecna made an appearance which has been witnessed by multiple other groups, is killing me inside. Demons.
Okay, yeah, I don't have enough frame of reference to really place it, unfortunately.
I doubt Vecna and Dracula would get along. I doubt they're on the same council.
I don't know, they have a similar vibe. I think they keep a respectful distance.
They would definitely not keep a
I love how Cirilla, like,
would try to kill him.
the cliffhanger for this one was Zagreus is Hades' son, but then like literally next session Lokir's gonna ask about the Raven Queen.
Oh, that's gonna be well. That about sums up the Aeneas way of your family to succeed. Sons between. Oh.
All right, so
Yeah,
yeah,
what's the
that
secret?
is going to be the end of session 17 tonight.
Yes.
We covered a lot.
Yeah.
We did learn a lot.
I feel like we got 80% more angsty this session.
I felt bad because this was really just like the same shit with Alephus, where he just started complaining about everything happening again. Like when Alephus first, like when you first did the fuck up, and Alephus was like, "You fucking idiots!" Then just for like half an hour, and then,
No,
and now I feel
it's
like
great because this
Lucario
time it's
got
not
the same-
actually my fault.
It's not actually your fault.
I mean,
it's just the same
if
shit
you
except for
think
Lucario.
about it, it's the same consequences of those actions, you know. So it's technically still your fault.
It's always gonna be your fault.
Okay,
Literally,
but this
the
time-
entire rest of the future is entirely your fault.
Yeah. Everything
will
that
go
happens
down
from
in
now
history.
on is directly
You are the
yours.
butterfly wings.
Which is bad if bad things happen, but if we succeed and we get access to the
No,
library,
but
I'm
it's
I'm
very
great.
interesting, right? How you just randomly place some dots, and then 5 campaigns were completely fucked.
Yeah. No, I think there was only like 2 groups that actually weren't affected by that.
Yet.
Those other 2 groups, yeah, they've been entirely derailed.
Oh no.
Who would win? A fairly well-structured campaign, some funny dots.
It's
You
But,
ever sent to a
oh
guy?
good lord! I think I still even have Akamera's map, that of like all of the different locations.
yeah, the smiley
Ew.
face. Yeah,
I do.
yeah. God bless the smiley face.
Oh,
That
there goes,
misfortune
there goes
suits you.
Jason. Yeah, the fucking upside down smiley face you put at the bottom of Silva. Fucking Alephus went down to go be. Fucking Alephus was sent down there.
Oh no.
Well, no, he knows where the actual vestiges, the actual Trojans are, and he's going to actually get the actual Trojans. It was just like, it's just like Zeus was like, here's all the locations of in Silva. Oh, there's quite a large, peculiarly shaped location of quite a few of them. Here, Alephus, here's this.
Yeah, and Silver is quite hospitable this time of year.
Death.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the fucking. Oh wait, no, I know. Why am I saying this, John? You know exactly what I'm talking.
Yeah. I was there.
I was there.
You were there. We have no clue.
Yeah, no. Honestly,
all
Lokir
linger.
probably would have like. You all probably would know about what's going on in Silva. And I think to the point where Lokir, you would actually like have found out through the grapevine of like gossip about like the final bullet point that I put down in the in about Cerdonia, where it's like the 24th is the Mornaraga fell, which was the capital of Silva, and like the last city. But yeah.
I was there for the beginning of the end of that entire continent.
You were in Sergano. I was there. You didn't see it, man. Fucking cigar.
I think he's
At least I don't have a forlorn look because I don't have eyes.
Good
I'll
lord.
see y'all later, y'all. Sleep well.
Alright,
Rest.
see ya.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, there goes everyone. Alright.
Yeah.
Have a good
I'll
night, guys.
see you next session.
It's gonna be very interesting because some of these events have not happened yet. Some of these events are about to happen. Specifically, the death of Hades and the fall of the Akkadian Empire.